coming at you live from the MPTV studios in beautiful Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's Stormwatch with your hosts for today, Adam, Lily.
Hello and welcome to Stormwatch. I am your host, Adam Lilly. The leaves are falling and it's getting colder out, and yesterday it was dark at 5:30 in the evening. It must be November in Wisconsin. Hey, it's not just any November, it's an election year November. Today is our election edition of Stormwatch, so we will close our show with an interview with the president of the student government at MATC, David James. Tomorrow is a Wisconsin gubernatorial election between incumbent Republican Governor Scott Walker and Democratic businesswoman Mary Burke. The most recent poll has called the race neck and neck. Some experts are calling this the most important election in America. That's because if Scott Walker wins, he has a realistic chance to be the Republican presidential candidate in 2016. And if Mary Burke wins, that will send a big message to other governors considering certain policy changes. Get out and vote, everyone. Don't take it for granted. Also on Stormwatch, we'll head over to the T building to see what the Machine and Tool Operations program is all about. Then we have a piece for you on how one student never changed his clocks this past weekend, making him a bloodthirsty roaming animal who preys on people in the hallways. Yeah. After that, we will learn of a unique and awesome outdoor game you can be part of here in Milwaukee. Our last two pieces will be on how MATC is giving back to the community while also getting ready for the big election tomorrow. But first, we have a piece for you on how to make a simple and fun snack for those of you who still have some teeth left after eating all that Halloween candy. Student producer Nakia Gore presents Fruity Pebble Treats.
Hey you, do you want to learn how to make Pebble Treats? Pebble, marshmallow cream, bowl, butter, and a microwave.
Okay, strange voice person.
First, you put the marshmallow cream into a bowl. And add butter. After you've added the butter, stir. After you pull the bowl out the microwave, stir in the Fruity Pebbles. Continue to stir until all of the cereal is thoroughly mixed in. After which you let sit for a few minutes to cool off the marshmallow cream if it's still hot, and then you can eat it however you like.
I've had a Fruity Pebble Treat, and I gotta say, amazing. I might have to try making one of those for myself sometime instead of getting ripped off by the stupid vending machines around here. Sorry, I just kind of get angry about that. Next on Stormwatch, we have two pieces about MATC. Go figure. First, we have student producer Marlon Thompson, who is extremely excited for you to be here. And he's been waiting for you. The other is a profile of a MATC program whose students will one day be helping to drive the local economy in more ways than one.
Hey, how you doing? Don't just watch the program, get in the program, get with the program. Come on down to MATC. If you're scared, go to Multi-Student Cultural Center at M238. Ask for Mr. Eccles. We've been doing this for a long time at MATC. You can get in school too.
Early 1990s, many communities were trying to get, especially racial ethnic communities, were trying to get better access to MATC. MATC is a very large institution with over 65,000 students. Consequently, these communities that I'm talking about now, African American, Asian American, Hispanic, Native American, these communities representing agencies, representing schools, representing individuals and so forth, we're trying to get better access to MATC in terms of making sure that their admissions paperwork, their financial aid paperwork, their registration paperwork, and so forth was processed effectively. So therefore, they were asking for an intervention that would really help them out. So in the 1990s, they asked for an agency or a department to be developed, and later on that department was developed within the early 1990s, and it was the Multicultural Department. The Multicultural Department essentially works with students that are being channeled to us from all these different entities, schools, individuals, let's say church groups, and so forth. And what we do is provide the interventions to help them move more smoothly through this institution. Some of the services that we provide are academic, class registration, scheduling, and so forth, admissions, financial aid, understanding what the institution offers in terms of student organizations, in terms of other things such as tutoring services and other services. So since the 1990s, thousands and thousands of individuals from these various racial ethnic groups have migrated to MATC, and MATC has been a channel for referrals to assist students to effectively and seamlessly move through this institution.
I told you, no excuses. It don't matter if you white, black, Latino, Hispanic, Asian. We even got tribal funding. So just come on down. And if you're already a student, all you got to do is go to tutoring to boost your GPA if your GPA ain't what you like it to be. In tutoring, they help you with everything, every course, every class. All you got to do is come on down. Come on down to MATC tutoring. We got computer labs and everything down here at MATC. You still sitting here? I told you tutoring can help you. All you gotta do is come on down, ask for tutoring, ask for help, get into a program, get down here to MATC, get your future going. Let's go. You wasting time. Let's do it.
Here at MATC's downtown campus, future tool and die makers are getting thorough, hands-on training from instructor Dale Hauser.
Right now you're in the machine shop. That's a beginning basics for all students that are coming through into either the tool and die or the machine tool program or the CNC program that we actually have running.
Within the program, students are prepared for different roles.
Tool and die maker is one that makes one of to make millions of, is the easiest way to put it, an artist would steal. A machinist can make millions of the same piece that maybe the tool and die maker might use. So these are some of the difference between what they've got.
Jamal Williams, a milling student, explained what led him to the program.
Since the summertime, I wanted to go back to the welding to get recertified. And when I found out that they wasn't offering it here anymore, they also had the milling program. So I was like, okay, let me just give it a shot. I should be able to do it. And plus, it's a little bit better on my eyes to mill than weld.
Terry Roby is a CNC student who had his own incentives for joining the program.
I was looking through the employment ads all the time, and I seen they was hiring all the time for this type of work, and I always liked the hands-on type of work. So
Once in the program, instructors and students agree on one area that might be challenging.
The only thing that surprised me about it is how complicated the math can be.
But instructors are ready to help.
See, basically, the math was a little surprising, but it was surprising because I really understood it because they really like explain you and teach it to you real good.
Coming in ready to use math to solve problems of scale is helpful.
My math is a big, strong background of what we got. Being able to read a blueprint is a good start, or understanding at least something that you're comprehending with the drawing of a part that you'd actually be able to visually see on a piece of paper.
After overcoming these challenges, graduates of the program enter a strong jobs market.
Milwaukee and Wisconsin is a very big manufacturing area. And right now there's more jobs available than there are people that have the capability of working them.
To those considering machine and tool operation, current students are quick to endorse the program.
We got the student instructor and the regular instructor. They're always floating around. They're always ready to help us. So that's very cool.
I like the program. It's real challenging for the mind, and it's not too stressful on your body, so it's good.
Students will keep learning here, but soon they'll be making the components that end up in the cars, appliances, and tools that we all use every day.
Welcome back. It's great to see MATC's machine and tool students excelling here and beyond. But before we head into our next pieces, it's time for us to stop and take a look at what's coming up at the MATC campuses. The first LEGO League regional tournament is at the downtown Milwaukee campus Saturday, November 15th at 8 a.m. I don't know what that is, but that sounds delightful. Save a Life Simulator, texting and driving simulator, will be at the West Dallas campus Monday, November 17th at the Mequon campus on Tuesday the 18th, at the Oak Creek campus on the 19th, and at the downtown campus on Thursday, November 20th. The Native American dancing demonstrations will be held at the West Dallas cafeteria on Thursday, November 20th at 11 a.m. Come join in the celebration of Native American Heritage Month. For more information on any of these, please visit MATC's website at www.matc.edu and go to the events calendar. This past weekend, daylight savings time has ended, but one student had completely forgotten to change his clocks, which put his mind in a state of confusion. But for those of you who are wide awake and still watching, there is an awesome game that some local students have created, and they want others to learn some more can partake in the fun. Let's take a look.
Where am I? What time is it? I can't even focus right now. 7:01? 7:01. How did I get in? How did I get into school? Why am I so dizzy? Okay, focus, man. Focus. Need to find someone. There's no one around. Where is everyone? Let me go this way. No one to be found. Not a single soul. This is zombie apocalypse? No. It's a TV show. It's not real. Okay. Let me just... I'm getting just frustrated right now. Come on, beard. Alright. No one? What if I go to the elevator and check out what's going on? Just don't get it. Where am I? What is this place? What?
Hi, my name is Jake, and this is Rothball. Rothball is a sport that several MATC students discovered and have been playing every week since. It combines elements of volleyball, foursquare, kickball, and tennis. The game is played on a tennis court and uses a kickball. There are 2 teams consisting of 2 to 4 players. 2 captains choose teams. The serve is determined by a coin flip. Now that we have the team set up, let's get to the rules. The serving team is the only team that can score. You can use any part of your body to serve the ball as long as you're behind the middle line. If a person is playing for the first time, they are allowed unlimited mulligans, or do-overs, for the first game. This allows them to find the serve that works best for them, and takes a lot more pressure off of them. The ball is served and must bounce inbounds on the opposite side of the court. The doubles lines serve as boundaries for the game. The opposing team gets 3 hits to get the ball back over, again using any part of the body. The ball must bounce in between every hit. You cannot carry or throw the ball, and the same person cannot touch the ball twice in a row. Points are scored 3 different ways, and the teams play to 15. Team must win by 2 points. A point is scored if the ball bounces twice on one side of the court, the ball goes out of bounds during a serve or return, or the ball is touched by an opponent before touching the ground. This means that teams can aim for their opponents and try to hit them with the ball. A team will serve until they lose a volley. Remember, only a serving team can score a point off of the volley. Otherwise, the serve simply switches teams. It's a growing sport, and this is your chance to get in early. Look us up on Facebook. Just search Milwaukee Rothball. We'll see you there.
Well, that game certainly looks interesting. I'll be checking out the Facebook page during our next segment to sign myself up. Deborah Kunith, a familiar face to MPTV and MATC students, joins Andrew Huggins to talk about a passion project of hers, Mittens and More. It's an organization based out of downtown MATC's Milwaukee Public Television to help the less fortunate in our community stay warm. Let's take a look.
I'm at the downtown MATC campus with Deborah Kunith to talk about Mittens and More, an organization dedicated to giving back to the community. How long has Mittens and More been going on for?
The Mittens and More has been going for 7 years.
How many organizations do you work with?
We serve 35 agencies throughout southeastern Wisconsin, Racine, and Waukesha counties.
What type of donations do you receive from year to year?
The donations are basically coming from women who sew and knit. They work on these projects all year, and we get bags and bags full of donations from our drop-off sites. We have about 10 drop-off sites.
Can you tell me a little bit about some of the organizations that you donate these items to?
We donate to the House of Peace, which is real close to Milwaukee Public Television. And last year we took our boxes there, and we actually saw our recipients open the boxes, put their hats, mittens, and scarves on, and we brought tons of smiles to their faces.
Is this a part of MPTV, or is this a part of MATC? And can anyone donate winter wear?
This is the drop-off site. This is through Milwaukee Public Television. And the drop-off sites are at the other MATC campuses, but the reason we have drop-off sites is that donors don't have to directly come all the way downtown. We have a drop-off site at the South Campus, North Campus, West Campus, a few in Waukesha County, and Racine. So it gives people a broader opportunity to drop off their donations. And we are a department of Milwaukee Area Technical College, so it is a partnership with the college also.
You told me earlier how sewing is one of your passions. So how do you feel working with Mittens and More and giving back to the community every year?
Well, I think when I work on this project, I feel very blessed that I can work on this and help needy people. My sewing club does a lot of work also for the project through my efforts.
MATC and MPTV would like to thank everyone that has tried to help keep our community a little bit warmer this winter.
We here at Stormwatch would like to thank everyone this year that donated and did their part in trying to help keep our community a little bit warmer this winter. Now, before we sit down with the president of the student government here at MATC, David James, we will find out how MATC is feeling about the election tomorrow. Israel Garcia has more.
It's election season, and here at MATC, it is quite obvious.
I'm Tiffany. I'm with Engage Wisconsin. I'm here at MATC to try and get people to get out and vote, educate them on their referendums, get them to sign pledge cards, give out stickers, etc., etc.
I wanted to see which candidate for governor of Wisconsin MATC students preferred.
I will be voting for Mary Burke.
I'll be voting for Mary Burke. I will be voting, I shouldn't tell you this, but I'm going to be voting for Mary Burke.
It was quite obvious that students and teachers at MATC preferred Mary Burke. Mike Rosen, a teacher at MATC and head of the teachers union, explains why.
And the reason is because Governor Walker has not been supportive of technical colleges. When Governor Walker got in, he cut the funding of MATC, the state funding of MATC, by 30%. It was the largest cut in the history of the technical college system.
Well, there you have it, folks. Don't forget to go out and vote tomorrow.
Welcome back. I'm here with David James, president of MAT Student Government. Before we get into election talk, David, I just want to say thank you for being here.
No problem. Thank you for your time.
Let's find out a little bit more about you before we dive deep into the election. How did you become or end up getting involved with the student government?
I got involved with student government about a semester. This will be my third semester of service. I started off as just a kid wandering the halls, looking for something to do, and I walked into the student government office and said, how can I join? How can I play a part in what you guys do? So, pretty much started from there.
And you didn't start as president.
Of course not.
Yeah. What did you start as?
When I first came in, I decided to run for correspondence secretary. That's basically the person that gets the coffee. No, I'm joking. We basically go around and communicate with all the rest of the organizations and send letters to, the president and the president of the school. And we just basically do outside correspondence. From there, I moved up through the ranks to vice president, and I'm currently it's my second term as president.
Very cool, very cool. The young crowd, 18-24, usually there's a low voter turnout for these elections. What has the student government or MATC been doing to encourage younger students to vote?
Well, specifically student government, we have we did a voter turnout day. We had some staff members meet up in the lunchroom, and then along with LSO, we walked down to get people to vote. I would just like to right now acknowledge all the work that different organizations have done to work alongside MATC and student government. I would like to appreciate the workers unions. They bring the vans down here for early voting last week. LSO, they had today Pastor Sean E. Jones of Ferguson, Missouri, here rallying up people, getting them ready to vote. And there's just been so much organization and just movement coming from MATC's. They're taking this very seriously, and I appreciate that.
Very cool, very important stuff, and I agree with David about everybody helping. It's very important that everyone gets out and vote. Is the winner of tomorrow's election going to affect MATC anyway, particularly student loans, anything like that?
Absolutely. Like Dr. Rosen said, shout out to Dr. Rosen. He's like the brain behind everything usually. Like Dr. Rosen said, I mean, Scott Walker did not help out Milwaukee Technical College, period, MATC specifically, but he cut the funding of all tech schools in the state by 30%. That's the biggest cut it's ever been, so it does have a direct effect on us going to school now and the people that will be going here for the future.
All right. David, thank you for joining us today on Stormwatch. It was a pleasure.
Hey, thank you. Go out and vote.
Yes. Thank you for everyone who has been hopefully watching our show today. Like David said, go out and vote tomorrow for your choice of governor. No matter what anyone tells you, there's no wrong choice. The only wrong choice is not to vote, because if you don't, then you really don't have a right to complain for the next 4 years. Have a nice day, and see you next week on Stormwatch, everybody.